You know that thing where if guys do something and you're really into them and it's borderline like but it'll seem very attractive because the guy that you're into is doing it, rather than if it was a guy that you're not into does it and you'd be like cringe?
Unfortunately, she's on a podcast with two men. We cannot relate, but keep going. There's somebody listening that understands what you're saying.
Go ahead.
We don't know.
Go ahead. Spit.
So please go ahead. I'm not going.
Because
I'm
like
listening.
there are things where it's like
Test, mic sync.
I hope you keep the stuff at the beginning.
Oh, you better believe I'm going to be keeping this up at the beginning. And that is what she said.
Yeah, you trying to figure out how it makes sense?
I don't get it.
Good.
Can you explain it to me?
Hold on. I just got my Vaseline
Why in the
sitting
world
on
would you
couch.
want me to explain that to you? Okay, there's a famous debate around. No, I'm not. We're not going to go into that. No, that's not what this Reckless 3 podcast is about.
What was your famous
It could
debate of
be.
what?
I could explain the analogy. Okay, so Billy, if you would consider going to see a popular music artist, right? You're going to see a concert. When you go to that concert,
Right.
are you going there for the opening act? Or are you going there for the main show?
I'm going there for what I bought the ticket for,
Which is
and that
the
would
main
be the
show.
main show.
That's right. So in the world of having fun, having business, the foreplay is the opening act.
Right.
And then the main show.
What did you say again?
I was saying stick around for the stuff at the beginning, which means you sticking around for the opening act. And
The problem is that when you have to explain it,
yeah,
that's when the joke
See?
diminishes. So
Horrible
that's why I
joke.
didn't want to explain it.
I
Yeah.
think it was also just
Here we
a
go.
bad joke.
Oh boy.
she didn't get it, so it was a bad joke.
I think that's pretty much
Yes.
Angela's personality. If she doesn't get the joke immediately, which hardly ever happens, because remember, there's a delay with Angelina, then it's no longer a funny joke.
But to be fair, it wasn't that great of a joke. It wasn't. But you tried. I did throw him under the bus after I let him explain it. I did throw him under the bus.
be fair,
Nobody is safe. I just wanted to say that.
Everybody knows that I tried. I was like, hey, it's not
That's
worth
what
me
she
explaining.
said.
It's like, no, I want to hear it.
I didn't know that you was going to explain the joke. I thought you was explaining something else.
Okay. Anyway, what are you typing right now? Are you good?
I was typing like the potential stories we were going to
you
share
need to
today
do
because
anymore?
what are we sharing today?
We're sharing dating horror
stories.
Ooh, that was actually kind of clean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought I'd jump in.
Good job, Reckless.
like
Da-da-da-ba-da-da-da-da-ma, Reckless.
You know what's crazy?
Three.
Yeah, don't finish that note. Yeah, no, don't finish it.
She stared you down. It's like, say something.
Yeah, don't
say
finish
something
it.
you won't.
Don't finish it. What's crazy is this is episode 4,
Episode 4.
and we still don't have an intro.
No.
Like an actual intro. We just start talking to y'all.
Y'all,
Do y'all
I don't
like
know
that?
how you're letting me still do my dumb jingle.
I think it's more that the Reckless 3,
What?
we
we
don't.
are not free.
We,
What is
hang
he
on,
saying?
wait. The Reckless 3 don't work for free, so we haven't been able to afford an intro yet. So we have to deal with the scuffed intro of Ange. If you all would like to help us out, then you need to make sure that you all
He just
follow us
called me
at
cheap.
all of the social medias and make sure
Right.
that you downloading the podcast on audio only places. Anyway.
Wow, we started the plug really early.
Yes, we did. You better believe it. Your intros caused
It's
me
never
to plug.
too early for a
I think
plug.
it was a
It's
little too
never
early.
too
Never too
early
early.
for a plug.
Very
Ask
early
all the
plug.
potheads out there.
This is
There's
literally.
going to be at least 2 more.
This
They
is
let that
literally-
one go over their heads.
Yeah, I heard it.
What'd you say?
The
What'd you
pothead.
say?
This is what?
Here we go.
I missed
Billy, she didn't get it. That's not a funny joke, bro. Calm down.
it. That backfired.
Hey, good callback. Good callback. I'm not a hater. I can give it to him. He was waiting for it, though. He was waiting for it. I give it to him. Yeah.
Throw the loop.
It's easy when you have her sitting right here.
What?
We're just like tossing jokes back and
Yep,
over
just-
top of her head.
It's fair. It's fine. The audience got
How
it.
did this
They
come back to
appreciated
me?
it.
You all at home. You all
This
the
was
real
supposed to be.
ones.
This was supposed to be between you two.
No, this was literally.
Are you a part of the podcast?
Oh, I know what this is. It's like Monkey in the Middle.
Let me out.
Billy, this is like Monkey in the Middle. You ever played that as a kid?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's keep away. But with Ange, it's jokes.
Remember, you just bring in the men. Remember?
Oh.
You said that? You remember?
Guys,
Yeah.
this is a new episode. This is a new episode.
Nah.
We're changing.
Nah.
I don't remember anything that happened before 2 seconds ago.
That's crazy.
I mean, that makes sense, though. Her attention span is like that. So
Yeah. Shout out to the men that she brought here.
Anyway, the last question
What
from
was the
the
last
previous podcast.
Which, by the way, go listen to that on all streaming.
yeah, episode 3 of the Reckless 3.
you gotta listen to that first
Special
before
episode.
you come here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wasn't nothing special about that episode.
It's very, very special.
was nothing
Yeah.
special.
So special.
It was like our
Billy.
shortest episode yet.
Really lied to the audience. All right.
We didn't have anything going on. Okay. So go ahead.
We ended that podcast with, would you ever date a subscriber?
Ooh.
Or have you ever dated
Ooh.
a subscriber?
Okay, so we got a preference what mid is right now. So
If y'all have not seen in the first 3 episodes of the Reckless 3, which shout out all the video watchers out there, I'm a married boy.
He's taken,
I'm
ladies.
a married boy. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You know,
And men.
Shout out to and men. Shout out to you all. You all are aggressive, and I love it. Anyway,
wait,
Hold on.
hold on. We're not gonna
Ben
speed
says
by
I'm
that.
taken, but I love it.
Yeah, we're not gonna speed by that like he didn't say that.
hey,
Hold
to
on.
be fair, would you prefer? Hey, wait a second. Shush. Would you prefer to be complimented, like harmless compliments, or would you?
Is it harmless?
Well, you know.
Yeah,
I mean,
ask
it's
your
harmless.
wife that
It's
later.
harmless. I've told her about him. I've shown it. I've shown it.
She's seen the messages.
She has. She has.
Wow.
seen
What
the
has she said
messages.
about it?
She instantly asked to see their profile. Instantly.
Why do you think that is?
Well, yeah.
They're aggressive, and I love it.
Now, to be fair, you know, this forehead isn't the only thing big up here. I'm not gonna lie.
My boy, really?
To be fair, I'm just saying in the sense that I think it's perfectly fine to give out compliments in this world. Don't be weird. Don't be creepy.
Right.
And don't send things that are unsolicited that I never want to see again. But if you just have something nice to say, like,
Never?
hey, you got a pretty smile. Hey, your forehead didn't look that big like today. I mean, you know, that sort of stuff, I love to hear that. And I don't care who says it. I think compliments like that are sweet.
So I'm curious, what's the ratio of your
boy.
forehead doesn't look that big versus the
Oh, boy.
your other head is big? Since you mentioned that a second ago.
Oh, boy.
What's the ratio?
I played the fifth.
Please.
Do people actually comment on your forehead?
No, not that
Okay.
much. I mean, well, on YouTube videos, like hate commenters, all the time.
They do it
Okay.
on Twitch.
Oh, my favorite comment that I got literally like 2 weeks ago. I almost liked it because I thought it was such a good burn. They said, "You are fighting for your life on that hairline," and I was like, "Wow, they got me
Fighting
there."
for his
It was
life.
it was a bad day that day. I looked at the hair and I was like, "You know what? I respect it. I respect it. You probably got stuff going on in your own life, but you know."
So
I
that raises a
respect it."
good question too. We can still go back to the topic, but like
Yes.
getting comments that make you reevaluate your life.
Oh boy,
Have you gotten
Yeah.
that, Ange?
Yeah. Someone
boy.
told me that I was. Remember that whole Johnny Depp and Amber trial?
yeah.
I had
Mhm.
someone tell me that I was Amber, that I was an Amber.
Why?
I don't know. I don't know what I did or what I said.
no.
I don't even remember which platform it was on, to be honest.
Oh, so it might not have been
but
YouTube.
they told me that I was Amber.
That's like a slap.
I was
in the
like
face.
an Amber. Yeah.
Was this
And
like
I was
during
Whoa,
the
I
trial?
took that kind of personally.
Was this?
This
during-
was during the trial.
Oh,
yeah.
that's a slap in the face.
I don't know what made me.
They basically called you someone that would on the bed. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
because there's like so many facets to Amber, right? Like she was a
Yeah.
liar. That's what she was tried for.
Yeah.
The defamation, right?
Yep, she lost.
But that's
That
the
was-
comment that made you.
That was a comment that I'll never forget.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
But there wasn't a comment that was like on your looks that had you like go, is this?
No, actually.
No.
Huh. Interesting.
Actually, yeah. I don't think I remember anything about my looks where I was like,
Yeah.
never. They never said like, oh, something didn't look good. No.
Fair.
Which,
Okay, what
thank
a-
you. Because
what-
I know that's not always the case for female creators.
Yeah.
So I'm lucky in that
Yeah, because
department.
you guys really are like judged just purely on looks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's
I guess that's the reverse of the women and a women audience versus.
And a male
men,
audience. Yeah.
Mm.
What about you, Billy?
Okay, Billy, you.
Yeah. What about you?
As far as there hasn't really been anything that I read that made me go, oh man, I need to change this.
Yeah.
It hasn't been anything like that. And to be fair, like I grew up with like roasting, so like all my friends made fun of me. So there
yeah.
isn't,
Yeah.
and my family, like that's all we
Me
do
too.
is roast each other. So
Right.
Mhm.
there isn't a comment that I'm like, oh man, that hit like to the core. Like I want to change this.
Right.
Yeah.
I haven't had that, but I will say though, a
Until
comment
now.
that
Billy.
This is
Try.
he holds up
No,
the
hold on, I'm gonna
roast
put her on the
Billy,
meter.
spot.
I don't want to be that person.
go ahead,
but
try. Yeah, go ahead, try. I'll
I'm
put her
gonna
on the spot.
take
I'll
some
call her bluff.
I got
But
the water for this burn that's coming
yeah,
up right now.
I'll call her bluff because I know she doesn't have anything.
I don't have anything.
But yeah. But I have read a comment. It was like a racist comment from a collab that I did with somebody, and it kind of made me think. They were just like, "Whoa, content creator, why are you burning coal?"
Oh.
And that made me crack up. That made me crack up.
But for the wrong way.
I mean,
Oh,
can we
no.
talk about this? Look,
Oh,
man,
boy.
I
Oh, boy.
if
so
race,
that's not like okay. So I was thinking about kind of like physical looks.
Mhm.
But that's going for your identity.
well, I don't identify as coal, but
No. race. We're talking about race. If we're gonna talk about that, man, some of the
I've been working on the railroad.
Edge has to be so like literal all the time. You will jack her up just by not getting her little analogy. Okay, well look,
cry.
either way,
I was on a roll.
I was gonna say that if it's funny and it's racist,
Yeah.
I'm gonna laugh.
Yeah.
Every time. Honestly, I don't really get offended like that. So it's not too many things where I'm just like, oh, you shouldn't have said that. Like, it's not too many things.
Honestly, I get more offended on the sexism comments than the race comments, if that makes sense.
Did you say sexist is condiments?
What?
I swore I heard condiments.
The sexism comments, you're a condiment.
Boo.
Ooh, burn! Anyway, I was going to say, I feel like some of them go hand in hand, though. I have gotten an email to my to my business email.
Oh boy!
How they compared me to a character in a movie that was also Asian
Yep.
that were doing some sexual things.
Oh.
And told me to reenact it
in
a YouTube video, and they were like, "Don't worry, it won't get demonetized."
Wow.
I was like, "What?" I didn't get offended. That made me hysterically laugh.
Didn't offer to like what's the Cash App?
It's
what's
almost
the
like
Venmo?
it was like almost too serious of a suggestion that was like, there's no way this is real.
He wanted you to be the live action of
whatever was happening in
so
that
he
movie.
can fantasy.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm just more.
He said to do it on YouTube. He didn't even ask for the personal.
He fetishized you.
Yeah.
1000%.
I'm just more a stab at like just question the fact that he didn't offer to pay like nothing because remember the regular's 3. We don't work for free like.
Evan,
you were proud of that.
What are you thinking that I'm doing here?
Oh boy, no, I'm not saying you never would. I'm just
Oh,
saying.
I forgot the context.
I
I was so focused on
I
you
don't
saying the
work
slogan.
for free, but I have boundaries.
Hey, that's another
You got
good
a
one.
bar?
That's another
Okay.
good one. Hey, drop the beat.
You don't work for free,
Did that-
but you got boundaries.
All right,
I did
spit.
not mean for that.
The
to
way
lie.
that you said it,
Come on, freestyle.
it's
right
all
now.
about the tongue. Can you freestyle?
I don't work for free,
Uh-huh.
but I got boundaries.
Uh-huh.
Take out the dirty laundry.
Oh boy.
Yep. Hey, zoom in on my face when she said that.
Because I'm
Uh,
a freak.
Wait. Billy. At the bottom left of that soundboard right now. Can you hit that? Hit that for me?
Don't do it.
Oh, there it is.
Yikes.
Oh my God, I'm so terrible. That's going to be on the internet.
Oh, yeah, it is. I'm going to put a beat behind it, too.
It better be copyright free. That's what I do, though.
Anyway, back to the original question of
What was the question?
would you date a subscriber?
Wait, what was we talking about just now?
We were
What's
talking.
going on?
No.
We went to talk about the comments again, which was last episode.
I know. We circle back.
We're
They-
YouTubers. Like, this is going to happen.
They pointed to me originally at the question because I am married, so I
Oh,
can't
yes.
answer the
we
second.
went so far off.
Yes, we did. I can't answer the second question of have you dated a subscriber because
Right,
I
'cause
started
you
my
wouldn't.
channel after I was married, just in the hypothetical sense. And
Oh.
shout out to my wife because I love her to death, and this would never
Shout out to
happen.
her.
But if I was hypothetically single, would I ever date a
Yes,
subscriber?
that's what I was going to ask.
The answer for me would be a strong no. Now, my only caveat to that is it's hard to know if I was out there and on dating sites and so on, if they weren't already a subscriber to me and knew about me, but they never told me.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you'd have to find out. Once you find out, though,
You'll never unknow.
what's your answer?
If I
Yes.
found out, now give me a time frame. When do I find out? Like how long into dating them? That's another thing.
Oh, I guess. I don't know.
No, it
Maybe
is. I mean,
like-
like how serious the relationship is before I found out.
Yeah. You got to consider that,
Well,
too.
let's not make it super serious because
Okay, if
this
it's-
is like a would
if-
you continue on dating this
if it
person?
was
So let's not make it as if you guys were serious because that's just complicating the
Yeah.
whole
Oh,
question.
okay.
Well, would it change that much? Like, how serious? Like, would it,
I think it would if it
Yeah.
was years.
if it was your...
Like you built a
Well-
relationship with this person and then they felt guilty and they finally told you. Now
You wouldn't know for years?
If you didn't know,
bro.
but would you not be offended
Oh, I would
that
be.
that the person had lied for
Oh,
years?
I would.
Yeah.
But that
So wouldn't that
okay? Let's leave
yeah.
it
And
simple.
that's where we get complicated. 'Cause it's like, oh, well, what are you
That's
going to do
too
then? Like, are you
complicated.
going
So
to
let's
leave or
say-
you going to stay?
Let's leave it
Let's
simple.
just
If it was
make
me,
it
I would
simple. If it was like less than 5 dates, 5 or under.
Oh, easy break off.
How
Immediate.
come?
because for one, they kept it from me. Number two, I think that that's a weird dynamic to keep going with, is that they knew you as a social media presence. And this gets in the whole context of parasocial relationships, and we're not going to get into that. But it's the fact that they were subscribed to you. They formed a relationship in their mind before they even dated you, and they know you as a personality. And surprised to know, our personalities on camera and our personalities on videos is not who we are in real life.
We can't be that 24/7.
No. There's an energy. Like, literally, after we stop recording the podcast, we have to decompress a little bit. Just kind of
Yeah, I won't say that it's not who I am.
Yeah.
But I will say that there is a change of energy.
Yes.
And there are boundaries that are being put up
Yes.
when I'm on camera. I'm working.
Yes.
That's working Ange. Entertaining
Exactly.
Ange.
So I think for me, that's something that I would never feel comfortable with, because same way with good and happy comments, I never know. And I can never tell, because of the way social media is, if they're being true or not. So any sort of relationship built around the fact that they were a subscriber, I would never know what is true and what is not.
Good answer.
You wouldn't know what is true. There's really no telling outside of if they're a subscriber or not, to be honest with you.
That's
Yeah.
true. But at least with the subscriber, I've already got too much grounds for foundation.
Okay.
Interesting.
Miss Angelina, it looks like you're thinking, are you?
Yeah, I'm thinking. Because I wonder if the answer would be different if you weren't married. And if you've like actually experienced going on a date with having someone have that much access to you before going on a date.
Okay, well, I don't think my answer would change. It would only change if they became a fan of the content that I do after we started
Afterwards?
dating. Yes. And it could be even early on. Like, if they early on, like maybe 2 or 3 dates in, you say, hey, I do YouTube. They started watching. That's okay. If you can legitimately tell. But that's hard to tell. That's hard to tell. It's like, are they telling the truth that they just
taking
found you?
It's, I don't know.
Okay, but don't
Okay.
let me persuade you. And also, I can't answer this, but they're going to answer this after the first question. Have you ever dated a subscriber, even if you wouldn't now,
Okay.
willingly or unwillingly?
I feel like I should go first because I literally sense the story from Belly.
A story.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh,
Just from his
No
aura.
story.
the business bill.
There's no
over there.
story?
No story. No.
There's definitely. Did you see
No
that in his
story.
eyes?
No story.
Did you see, there's a little there's got
No
there's gotta
story.
be
No story.
No story.
No story.
Well, go ahead.
Would I ever date a subscriber? No. But I have matched with people
Subscribe to you.
that have to subscribe. So when they like me and they send a message,
They're like, I love your videos.
I love your videos.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no way.
Yeah.
Don't.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
No, I'm grateful that they're honest because then I know to reject them. Sorry.
She just dropped a bomb. So if y'all match with her and you watch her videos, don't say nothing.
Yep. Keep
No,
it to
but
yourself.
here's the thing. If you don't say anything, I wouldn't like that either. Like, don't lie. You should say it.
Yeah, but you're shooting him.
Take it to the grave.
You shooting him in the foot, going out the grave. You know, or
Take
going
it
out
to the
thing.
grave.
Most people, though, that's a very rare occurrence. I think that's happened twice in my life. So I'm not saying that that's like something that
I
happens.
guarantee
I'm not
you
big
there's
enough for
gonna
that.
be an uptick after this.
But no,
You're not
after.
big enough? You have like 100 and what, Thou Wow?
yeah, what's
All
that?
right.
Okay.
But the movie commentary space is very niche.
Sure.
And we're digressing.
Okay.
Back
Anyway.
to the main question at hand.
I'm just
Right,
saying,
right,
don't downgrade
Yeah,
your
don't.
success. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Aw, thanks, guys.
Come on.
That was really nice.
Someone lap me. It's okay.
You right. Yeah, I'm gonna give you 2 minutes and then I gotta give you a diss.
Billy, you got to be the one to diss her. I'm like,
Yeah.
she
Just
lapped me over
2
here. I just got to
minutes?
sit.
All right, go ahead. Finish what you're saying.
Yeah, I think even just going on dates with someone and having to say, you know, this is what I do for a living, I'm not ashamed of it.
Mm-hmm.
But there was a time period in my life where I didn't feel comfortable
Yeah.
saying that I had a YouTube channel because it's so easy to look up my name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see my face,
Mhm.
put 2 and 2 together,
Right.
and now you have 200 videos, over 200 videos.
Yeah.
To access that spans about 2 years,
Mhm.
which I have changed much in 2 years. But you get to see, you know, so much of me and my personality,
Yeah.
and it's almost unfair, you know?
Like they got the upper hand on you.
They got the upper hand, that's one.
Yeah.
And two, it doesn't really help when we do actually end up meeting up
Mm.
because I'm still getting to know this person. And if this person is really attracted to me or really likes me,
Right.
then they kind of have that head start. If that
Okay.
makes sense.
Yeah,
So it's
that
really
makes
hard
sense.
for me to kind of structure. It's unnatural, which makes sense.
Yeah.
So there was a time period where I didn't even say what I would do for work
Yeah.
Yeah.
because I didn't want people to look me up.
That makes
But
sense.
then that also backfires because eventually they'll know.
Yeah, because you got to say it.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Because you can't just say I'm just at
Now,
work.
yeah.
Like, what you doing?
when it comes to subscribers, I think eventually, no matter who you're gonna date, there'll be a quote unquote subscriber.
Right.
Hopefully.
Oh yeah. I
Right.
mean,
Mid, does your wife watch your videos?
Oh boy. Oh boy.
My bad. We'll go back to
Billy.
Angelina, but I'm
boy.
just curious.
you're just instigating at this point.
Oh boy. I was just over here chilling.
His wife
not
isn't
doing
even part of the
anything.
con-
She's not. Shout out to her. She's a lovely woman, by
Yeah.
the way.
Oh, shout
Not
out
even
to
part
my
of the
wife.
content, and he's
Shout
trying to
out-
stir trouble.
Shout out
I was just
to
curious.
wifey. Basically, what I gathered from that, Ange, is that like any relationship, it's all built around
Why'd
trust.
you laugh,
Let
Billy?
him talk.
Billy, why are you?
Billy,
laughing?
you laughing?
Because he skipped over the question. He was good.
I was just saying that I think any relationship is built around trust. And
Mhm.
if you don't have that in either way, they don't divulge it at the front
Mhm.
or they have that early access beforehand and do tell you about it, it's hard to have that like back and forth equal footing for a relationship.
Yeah,
True.
yeah. If I'm really into them, though,
Oh.
if I'm really into them.
Oh.
Oh.
Here we
Shout
go.
out to all the male
It's
audience
like-
members
hold
out
on,
there
hold
for
on.
coming
I
to join
have-
us on this podcast
I
today.
have a defense.
Go
Uh-oh.
ahead.
Because it's like, you know that thing where if guys do something and you're really into them and it's borderline like but it'll seem very attractive because the guy that you're into is doing it, rather than if it was a guy that you're not into does it and you'd be like cringe.
Unfortunately, she's on a podcast with two men. We cannot relate, but keep going. There's somebody listening that understands what you're saying.
Go ahead.
We
spit.
don't know.
Go ahead. Spit.
So please go ahead. I'm not going.
Because
I'm
like
listening.
there are things where it's like a guy will like pull out a chair for you, you know?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
This is just an example. I
Yeah.
think just doing that is very gentleman-like. Angelina, take two. Gentleman-like.
Yeah.
Gentlemanly.
Gentlemanly, whatever. But if it's like a guy that does it and I'm not really into him, then I'll be like, that was extra.
What?
That's a bad example. I can't
But
really
no,
think
but
of
we
anything.
get. But I get
do
what
you
you're saying.
understand?
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Chivalry is dead.
So
That's
if
what
it's
we're
a guy that I really, really like and he's like, I'm not going to lie, I watched a few of your videos before coming on to this date.
Yeah.
yeah.
I'd be like,
Yeah.
oh no, that's okay. Totally, it's fine.
You're
in
like,
the back
ugh.
of her head, she's
A
like,
little bit. I'll be like a little bit self-conscious, but
Yeah.
the fact that he still took me out after watching those 5 videos
Yeah.
of me being literally probably the most extra version of myself
Yeah.
is a good sign.
Okay, wait. Now here's the real question. When they say that,
Mhm.
do you ask the question, which videos?
I don't think
Yes.
you want to know.
No, I do.
you
I
wanna know?
do ask which videos.
Damn.
Okay.
All right. all
It
right.
depends actually on the person, but I will ask which videos because if they're watching my very first Stranger Things series,
Oh,
you know,
like the
where
early.
it's
Yeah.
2 years ago, I have a different
Yeah.
hair color,
Yeah.
bad acne.
The editing
My
style's
jokes,
different. Yeah.
editing style is so bad. Lighting,
Right.
I did not figure out. Then I am embarrassed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am. Oh, I'd have to be like,
That's more
that
of
is
a
not me.
self-conscious thing, yeah.
Yeah,
That's a whole nother
If it's-
conversation. Do you
if it's
private
a-
your videos? Anyway.
I do. If there's any like in the last 6 months, then it's okay.
Okay.
But even then, 6 months is a long time.
Yeah, I don't
A lot
know.
changes in 6
A
months.
lot changes.
A lot changes with us within 2 months.
Yes.
Yes.
We went
Hey.
from a phone conversation to now we're sitting in the same place recording this.
Reckless 3. Dang. But no, seriously, like I can't look past 2 weeks. 2 weeks of videos, and I'm like, nah.
Honestly, sometimes, yeah, I feel that too.
2 weeks. That's about it. Like I'm done with that video.
I'd be like, this video's kind of.
I don't rewatch my videos after they premiere. That's it.
I do. I will admit.
I don't either.
I will rewatch, and I do this to this day. And there's not one of them. Well, there's maybe a couple. Most of the time, collabs. I can rewatch.
Oh, I can put on the collabs, yeah, but
If-
I haven't. But I can.
If I have like someone asking me to watch a video
Mm.
of mine, and no offense, I hate that question because I'm like, I don't know. I
Yeah.
don't know what I'm going to tell you. But if I really am going to try to give them a good one, I will choose any of my collabs. Any of my collabs, and that'll be
Not
fine.
any of my collabs.
Oh.
Not
you
for
don't.
me.
You don't feel the same.
I don't
Ooh.
feel the same.
Luckily, I've collabed with everyone that
Yeah.
I wanted to and liked. So
Yeah, it's true.
no offense,
Wow.
Angelina.
I didn't say that.
Wow.
I didn't say that. I just said
It's
that
me.
some of
It's
the
me.
collabs
She
that
did
I
it.
yeah.
I know. It's me that she didn't like. Yeah.
Some of the videos I felt like I wasn't very good in them.
It's my fault.
That's fair.
Unfortunately.
I
Yeah.
did too good. I'm sorry.
You outshined her on her channel.
Good one, Evan. Good one.
That's the reason
What
why
were
she
we talking
didn't.
about
That's the
before?
reason why she didn't want me on her channel.
I feel like
Oh
Billy's
my
gonna be just dunking on me over and over again.
Okay,
She
we
couldn't
get
take
it. You have so many more subscribers than me, Billy.
That's not what
Has
we're
nothing to
talking
do with
about.
subscribers.
We're
so
talking
big.
about
You have
the video.
2 silver buttons.
That's crazy.
or
Nobody
whatever,
even said
play
that.
Buttons.
Wow.
No one even said
She
that.
goes into like turtle defense mode
Yeah.
whenever like she starts getting berated. She's
I
like,
do.
"Stop it! You're
It's the
trash!
only way
You're
to
trash! You're
deflect
trash!"
everything that's happening right now.
Yeah, it's a good tactic. It is.
Thank
it is.
you.
Anyway,
Yeah, she's
back
successful
back to the original topic.
I
at
am
hand.
success.
at that.
Wow.
Talk
You-
about the Twitch.
I am success.
Never mind.
Twitch.
Nothing. You do such a great job
At what?
existing.
Thank you.
Wait, what was the question? Where are we at?
Now it's your turn to answer.
We're asking
Oh,
about
okay,
would you
okay.
date a YouTube subscriber
A
or
subscriber. I
wait. Hold on a second. You never answered. Have you ever dated? a
Technically, she said she did.
No, I did answer.
YouTuber? Okay, so you did.
Pay attention. Evan.
Yeah.
Well, but you were kind of like.
Well, no. If I said I would, if they subscribed to me like
Okay,
after,
no,
so
I
then
was asking-
No, he's
technically
talking
I
about before.
have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I have not dated
Okay.
if there was anyone before.
All right. Now, Bill,
Okay.
would you
Well,
ever
never.
date a YouTube subscriber or have you ever dated a YouTube subscriber?
So I'll start off with the second question first.
Okay.
Have I dated a subscriber? I
Mhm.
have before,
Mm-hmm.
not knowingly. It has been like, brought up in conversation,
Yeah.
How did they bring it up?
So I think what happened was there was a video that premiered or something, and she mentioned something from the video, and I was just like, how do you know that? She was just like, I seen your video last night. I was like, wait, you watch my videos? Like, it's like, yeah,
She knew that you were a YouTuber though.
yeah.
And you had never
Like
mentioned
no,
it
no,
to
no.
her.
Like you never mentioned it to her.
Nah, I didn't at that time.
So she didn't know. She was supposed to not know that you were a YouTuber.
She just didn't say it.
She
She just didn't say it, and we didn't really, get into it like that.
Congratulations, whoever this
So
was.
you weren't hiding
played
it,
yourself.
but you also.
No, we just didn't.
She wasn't
get to,
supposed to know.
Yeah, we just didn't. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna say not supposed to know, but I didn't say it. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's
I mean,
pretty much
that's
how
that-
it came out.
That exposed her immediately because you
Yeah.
had never mentioned it before, and she's talking about it already.
I guess that was her way of trying to tell me that she watched my videos.
In a very nonchalant way.
Yeah,
Like,
it was just like brought
Yeah.
up, so it was just like, oh, okay. I mean, at that point, we had maybe gone on a couple different dates, so
Yeah.
I just kept going or whatever. But
Now-
so did it change your perspective of her?
nah, not at the time.
Ooh.
I thought it was weird that she didn't, say it,
Right.
but I don't think too much into.
So it didn't have any I guess effect on the quote unquote downfall of the relationship or whatever.
maybe like as we continue to talk, you sit on it, think about it a little bit more. Like, well, why
Yeah.
didn't you just say this before?
Yeah.
You kind of think of certain things like that, but during that time, I was just out here.
Also,
just
to be
dating.
devil's advocate, maybe she was just shy about it.
maybe I couldn't tell.
But
you.
I totally understand you. I mean,
Yeah.
you know my answer. I'd be like, no, I don't want to date a
Yeah.
subscriber. So
I mean, you're left
Yeah.
with nothing but questions. So if you sit on it, I didn't sit on it. It was just like,
Right.
all right, well, I'm out here having fun. I'm gonna
Yeah.
do my thing anyways. It doesn't
Mhm.
matter.
I respect that because you're basing it off of now just her personality,
Yeah.
Yeah.
how she vibes with you. For me,
Mhm.
it's really hard to just focus on personality. Again, it's the questions that eat me up.
Yeah.
I'm an overanalyzer.
I was about
you know?
to say, yeah, I didn't overthink it. It was just like,
Right.
and at the end of the day, like, if you like me, that's what matters. So
And you
I
matter.
like who likes me. that's how that goes. I
You
like
hear
who
that?
likes me.
All
you
of
all
binge-
calling my head big.
You're about to get so many DMs.
Why?
You are about to get so many girls being like, I'm a subscriber that
Wait a
likes
second.
you.
Wait, more than he already
crazy.
got? Oh,
What is we
man.
saying? I don't.
More than
I
he
don't
already
even-
has too.
It's
His
not
head is
even-
just getting
it's
bigger
not
and
even
bigger.
like that. Y'all wildin'. Not
So
even
then
like that.
you would date a subscriber.
maybe
Oh.
it depends. Like how they are. It depends.
All right, so applications open?
Maybe.
Oh.
Wow.
Maybe. I can't say yes or no on that, honestly, because I'm dead serious when I say I like who likes me.
Yeah.
Like that's not even a lie.
Hey, if you're honest about who
I am
you like
dead
and what you
serious
like,
about. I do not agree with that
That's-
statement.
I'm not
I
here to
don't think
sway
I
you
like-
on it, so
Yeah.
I do not like
and
everyone
I understand
who
why
likes
you
me.
can't. I understand why you can't.
But it's different, I think, for girls and guys.
Yeah, it is
And anyone who says that it isn't,
lying.
you're lying to yourself
Definitely.
because it's definitely a part of life.
Yes.
Girls and guys have it differently.
Now I
Yeah.
will say where there's a boundary for me is I've dated girls that like once they found out I do YouTube,
Yeah.
the conversation starts to shift into put me on your channel, post my Instagram, plug me here, when can I show up on your stream? When can I
Yeah, I've gotten
like
those.
that's the turn off for me
Me too.
is when they start trying to, I guess, come off of what I worked for.
Yeah.
Then it's just like, yeah, nah, like if you
Clout
wifey,
chasing.
yeah, if you wifey, then that's a different story. Like, yeah, you're gonna be a part of what I got going on
Yeah.
because that's wifey.
right.
But if we're just talking, like, I'm not about to post your page. No, I'm not about to put you here. No, you're not about in my live stream
Yeah.
videos. Nothing. No,
And I'll say for the people that have always asked me, because most of my audience has known that I've been married for a while, it is not me not wanting to post my wife out there and
we're
have
addressing
her,
it.
Yeah, we're going to address it because
Okay.
I will tell you all, just like and I've not told this to any of my YouTube channels. So this is a Reckless 3 exclusive.
But he probably told all of us because we've asked.
Yes, I have told it to them.
Yeah.
My wife is just not really a YouTube camera sort of person. That's just
Respect
not
that.
That's just not her vibe. She doesn't, she's not out there on social media. She's a very hard worker and she just does her own thing. And I love her to death. But I will say, whenever MID, the channel, gets over 100K, my wifey will be making an appearance on the channel.
At 100K?
At 100K.
She agreed to that?
Yes.
Don't tell me she finding out on this podcast.
No, she agreed to it.
Okay.
We established, like, when I hit 50, I asked her when's realistically the time that we can do one video together just to like celebrate.
Like a movie commentary?
Yes, like a movie commentary.
So that's how you know that they're. I mean, you're married, but that's how you know that they're
Oh, boy.
keepers.
All the DMs
Because-
flooding
the
in.
ring and the vows.
All the
But what I'm
DMs
saying
flooding
is
in.
that when the person genuinely doesn't want anything out of you in your career,
Yep.
Yeah.
that's just so much respect and so much plus points for that person.
And I think that's how I can bring it back to the dating a subscriber thing.
Yeah.
Is if they're just like, yo, I'm just supporting you
Yeah.
just because I rock with you, then I can get with that. But
Yeah.
if they're trying to, as you said, clout chase,
Yeah.
that's different. Like, and I know that I said I like who likes me, but of course I have to like them.
Right,
So,
of course.
but you you got to give context to people because they just be like, they're gonna
'Cause-
run with the clip
'Cause
of.
you guys are dummies sometimes.
Oh, wow.
They just gonna roll with the clip of Billy said he likes who he likes. It's desperate out here. It's not desperate out here in these streets, but
Yeah.
if you're supporting me, that's
cool.
number one.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
I think
and it's like wild because I'm so sorry. I
No,
just
you
cut
go ahead.
off. It's because I will forget what I'm gonna say.
I know you
for
will.
go
That's
ahead.
why
Just
I
go
said.
ahead. Yeah, just go
I was like, let's get it out.
Oh, frick.
Oh, my Lord.
You
No,
forgot.
it happened.
And-
It happened.
Oh, hang on.
This is gonna be a.
Get it back. Come on.
This is gonna
That's
be an
not
often
helping.
occurrence.
It's not helping.
I was gonna say. I got it back. I got it back.
Let's go, baby.
Yeah, people who do cloud chase, they almost like frame it as if it's ironic or if it's like they're joking.
Yeah.
But I know deep down in your soul, you are not joking.
No, you
Yeah.
get people that pretend. They're dead serious with me. It's
They're-
not even a
No,
joke.
no. They'll like
Yep.
joke.
No, mine is like,
under.
when you gonna put me in a video?
Yeah.
Like, that's what I get.
Ugh.
When's the next time you stream it? Because I want to be there.
That opens up a whole nother conversation.
I'm not
about-
committed to you like that. Like,
Yeah,
relax.
Right.
But just talking about like people that are lower or starting with nothing and talking to people that have already gotten somewhere, especially in like social media and content. I will say for me personally, I get icky. Like I feel gross when someone has already made it farther along in their journey or whatever they're doing. And I might want to collaborate or do something cool with that person, but I can't be the one to ask. At least initially. I cannot, because I feel like even if it's not,
Yeah.
unless the other person shows interest to me,
Right.
it feels clout chasing and gross.
Somebody with a bigger audience than you.
Mhm.
And I guess you can look
So
at
did
it.
you reach out to Billy first for the collab?
No, Billy was
Oh.
in a live stream of mine, and he had commented on one of my videos, and then he came to a live stream and he said, "Win the collab." And after that, and like Flynn, I was
Right.
texting, I was calling, doing whatever I needed to do to get to know him.
And to be honest with you, I don't.
Billy's like,
I don't. You know.
Billy was like, we should definitely do a
You
video
know-
sometime.
You know how many like creators that I just genuinely just show love to? Like, I don't remember the first things that I've said, but I know that there has been some that hasn't just reached out to me just on some like trying to collab stuff.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's
Exactly.
been quite a handful of just like, hey, when can we do a video? Because you got
Yeah.
the numbers.
Yeah.
But the ones that didn't, those are the ones that I just like, I
Stuck
watched.
around.
naturally, and I
hit up.
think that's the way it should work. Now, on another though, I will talk to any content creator
Yeah.
that wants to talk to me just about
Right.
anything about life, and I've done that constantly over the years, just
Yeah.
going back for conversations for
Mhm.
years with these people, but never do a video, never do that because of that barrier. There's hardly anyone that I would say no to. It's just I will never be the first one to say something because I still feel that
Yeah.
divide.
And shout out to me and Ange because this is our first collab.
Honestly, honestly,
Legit
and
our
that's
first
nothing,
collab.
and it's
Wow.
nothing to do with you as a person.
It's not
You know I
you.
love you, brother.
It's not you, it's me.
Ain't no way she sat here and tried to give me a speech. Like, I don't know what happened. I've been here this whole time. It's not you. What are you trying
It's
to tell
me.
What the?
You know, we're talking about
No,
bad
it's
dating
because
episodes.
if
Billy,
you
you
can
getting broken up with.
reference-
Did you see
If
the
you
way that
reference
she helped me?
Episode 3.
Yeah.
Of the Reckless 3. Yes. keep
I
going.
just do not collab with people anymore.
Yeah.
That's
And
fair.
I'm not hiding that. I just do not collab with people anymore.
That's true.
Yeah, but we also haven't had the conversation about actually collabing. Like
Yeah, we
outside
haven't.
of the
Both of us,
stream.
we
Like,
both have never
there's
mentioned like let's do a collab together.
Yeah, but you said it as if we like set something up and then you didn't show up. You was like, look,
no,
I
well,
just want
that's
you to know
because
it's
you were
not
like,
you.
this is our first collab.
Yeah,
so
I
I
was just
wanted
letting
to
people
prep. Yeah.
letting people know that we actually
They
are
could have
here.
looked that up and figured it out themselves.
They're not going to.
Here's to our first collab.
You,
Oh, that's
you,
so crazy.
yeah, no.
Oh,
He
boy.
got he left me hanging.
All right, I'm gonna give Ange like a little pep up here. I will say this, and I've told her this in private when it comes to the collabs, that I know for a fact that Ange is like not looking to do collabs with anybody over on her channel
Anyone.
because of the way that the audience responds. But
Yeah, because they would tear me up,
yeah,
and I would love it.
I would not love it.
My thing is that Ange and I have had this running thing, and I would throw Billy into this conversation now, and Welchie. Shout out to all of them. But my favorite content that I put out on social media is collaboration. So even if there's no collabs going up on Angelina's channel, you better believe there will be some more collabs in the future going up on my channel. And from
With
Billy.
me?
Yes, with you.
I never said yes.
You can
Jeez.
screw
Jeez,
right
he
off.
did it.
You're
He's
going to
putting
do
it
more
on
videos.
camera,
We have,
saying that they're gonna.
Oh, whoa,
they
whoa,
better
whoa,
believe.
whoa.
I don't even know if I
No.
believe.
We have a running agreement. Do you want me to expose the movie that we have in the tanks
boy.
that we're going to be
Well,
doing?
it's only episode 4. Why are we getting personal?
yeah.
We're exposing.
Yeah, and do you want me to expose the movie we have in the tanks that we've said we were going to do?
No.
All right, that's
Yeah,
what
we
I
don't need to
thought.
put that out
That's what I
there.
thought. Take it back. Take it back.
Well.
Go ahead. Say that. Yeah, take it back. Take it back.
Regardless of individual channels collabs,
Yes.
we're still going to be here collabing
That's right.
together.
Yes.
That's right, on the Reckless.
All
Street.
three
We're
of
supposed
us.
to be doing dating horror stories.
Oh, boy.
We're never on top. That's what the whole point
Oh,
of
boy.
Reckless. This is why we're reckless,
I
because
think
we're
this
not
was
on
like,
topic ever.
yeah, this was just like a part 2 of comments.
So I guess y'all got to
Shut
stick
up.
around for
this
episode
is
5.
why I know. This is why I said we should just leave it all in episode 3. Did I not say it?
Hold up. What's
We
what's the
should have
time?
just done.
Wait, pause.
We should have
What's
just
the time?
done.
We're 40 minutes in.
You said that it would take 10 minutes. You said
But
10 minutes.
the amount of topics that we've redone in
10
this
minutes.
episode.
She has no context.
No,
of
no,
time.
no.
Zero.
That's not saying that.
Zero.
I'm just saying we could have done the extension of whatever this was, make it 15 minutes and tack it into a
No, we
long
could
episode.
not.
Yes,
This
we
was
could have.
40 minutes.
This was 40 minutes. How are we going to concise
I
this
think
into
we could.
15?
But this is like a part 2 of
Confessions.
previous
Yeah,
episode because
all right.
dating horror stories is not coming up in this
Dating
one.
horror stories
I'm
is
so
gonna have to
sorry
be
for the
episode
mislead.
5.
Yeah.
That's the whole
darn.
point of our show is we introduce topics that are going to get talked
Yeah.
about next episode.
Yeah,
But-
and honestly, like that's why we made our podcast name Reckless.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Do not ever assume that we're gonna be professional,
No.
on topic,
No.
on schedule.
Y'all see these wires?
No.
yeah, look
What am I doing
Look
with
at
this?
the mess.
Y'all
that
see
is
the
here.
wires? Like, come on.
Yeah.
Professional. We got a water bottle in the shot. Like,
Yeah. Now, I'm going to tell you, you all can stay tuned for episode 5 of the Reckless 3 podcast. And you can follow us at all those different social media platforms. We got Twitter. We got TikTok. We've got Facebook. We've got a YouTube channel. We have Meta even. Oh, my goodness. And you can
What?
also check us out at all of the audio-only listening platforms. It is free to download and subscribe. And also make sure that you leave us a review. It really helps out when you all leave a review on those platforms.
yeah, we want to know what you think.
Yeah, let us know. And also let us know.
Do I want to know?
Oh,
Well, you might not
wow.
want to.
Billy and I, we want to know.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. I want to know. I wanna
Also,
know.
let us know in the comments if you were a YouTuber or are a YouTuber, would you date a subscriber?
And what y'all think of our answers?
Yeah.
Well, those of us that are single.
Oh boy.
Man, technically can't answer.
Y'all were. Y'all,
For all my DM hopefuls, I'm sorry to tell you,
Billy's
I am
DMs are
taken.
open. That's what I learned from this podcast. To be honest,
When did
Billy
I say
really
that?
said,
You said applications are open.
Did I say that?
"Come
yes,
on
you
in."
did.
I don't even remember. I just be talking, man. Don't listen to
He
nothing I
likes
say.
whoever likes him. That's what he said.
That's going to be on a t-shirt. I talk to whoever talks to me. Mid said that earlier. He said, I don't reach out to nobody unless they reach out to me.
That's
He
facts.
believes in the philosophy as well.
And before you do the final chime, do you also want to say our favorite catchphrase?
We are not free. Remember that. Reckless 3.
That's right. All right,
Reckless
go
3.
ahead and cue us out.
No, the jingle's in the intro.
She doesn't.
No,
This is
do
the
the
4th
jingle.
episode. The intro, you could put the Angelina take
Take
2.
two.
Jingle is for the intro.
Uh-huh.
When you
The
started-
catchphrase is for the outro.
You've been
when you
jingling for
started
the
to do
outro.
when you started to do the intro this
That
episode,
was
you stopped
my-
yourself.
Yeah.
We need the jingle.
This is so confusing because they were
Give us a
flaming
damn
me
jingle.
for the jingle.
Give us a damn
They
jingle
were
for the outro.
flaming me for my bullshit jingle,
We
and
don't-
now they want it.
We don't.
Now they're begging me for it.
Whoa. Let's calm down here. Whoa.
Begging.
Now just get it over with. Come on.
Reckless
testify.
3.
That's it.
We're out of here.
Later.
Peace.
Peace.